Hey guys, and welcome back for another Slow Flow. For today's session, you won't need anything at all, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in extended child's pose at the backs of your mats. So if you come to the back of your mat, find yourself in a kneeling position, reach the arms forwards, forehead to the floor, and just take a couple of deep breaths. So maybe you take your knees out slightly wider so that your chest can sink all the way through. Just relax back and down into the mat. Let your body weight sink into the ground. And in your own time, just take your attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. 3 deep breaths. And as you're breathing in, see if you can notice your shoulder blades kind of separating, your upper back broadening. And as you exhale, just notice how your body just sinks a little bit deeper into the pose and relaxes. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale and walk the hands all the way over to the left. Find that stretch in your right side body. Take 2 deep breaths. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then slowly walk the hands all the way back to center. And then over to the right. Take 2 more deep breaths. When you've taken those 2 deep breaths, just walk the hands all the way back to center. And then just come back to that extended child's pose. With your hands, just think about taking them slightly wider maybe than you normally would. And we're going to scoop up into cobra. So we're going to draw the chest along the floor, scoop the body through, and then press up into cobra. If cobra is too much for you, you can always come to Sphinx. In whichever posture you end up in, just think about pointing your toes, squeezing the glutes, activating the legs, squeezing the inner thighs, support that lower back. As you exhale, you're going to push up into a kneeling position and pull the shoulder blades apart. You might just want to shuffle the hands back underneath the shoulders and find your angry cat position. So really think about hunching up through that back, suck the navel up and back. As you exhale again, you're just going to sit back to that extended child's pose. So wherever your hands are now, keep them exactly there because that is what works for you. When you're ready, we're going to inhale as we scoop the body through again, finding ourselves in that cobra. Take a nice deep breath in. You might even just want to rock from side to side, open up that front body. And then as you exhale, come up into that kneeling position, push up into that cat, stretch that upper back out, and then sit back into your extended child's pose. We're going to do that 3 more times. So just move with your own breath in your own time, scooping the chest through as you inhale, taking a moment to acknowledge cobra or sphinx, and then pushing up as you exhale into that cat, suck the navel back and up, push the ground away, and sit back into your extended child's pose. So most of you will probably now be on your last one, scooping that chest all the way through, pressing up into cobra, pressing up into that angry cat, and then sitting back on your heels. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then slowly inhale as you come back up into that kneeling position. So find yourself in the center of your mats. And we're going to take the left foot outside of the left hand. So reach the heart forwards and pull back into the hip at the same time. So you're really feeling that stretch down the back of the leg, maybe in the hip, maybe also in the inner thigh. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. exhale. From here, we're going to inhale as we reach forwards, palm facing down. Reach forwards as you inhale, send the body weight forwards, and then exhale as you reach the arm across over to the right. Feel that stretch in the shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale to sweep over to the right again. So you're just going to do 5 sweeps. Feeling that stretch in that upper back, in that shoulder, maybe in that lat. Last one. Inhale back to center. Reset the hand, now palm facing up. Reach forwards as you inhale, exhale, sweep over to the right again. Feel that stretch now, transfer down, lower into the side, into the waist, maybe even the hip, depending on when your areas of tightness are. So we're just doing 5 sweeps again. So last one, and then come back to center. Reset the hands. We're gonna come through into a low lunge. So maybe just shuffle your weight forwards, maybe even take your hands slightly further forwards. We're coming into that low lizard lunge. Send the knee out to the side, reach the heart forwards, feel that stretch in the groin. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then when you're ready, if you want to, you can stay here or come down onto your forearms, wherever you are comfortable. Just keep looking forwards. Don't let the head drop. Try and reach the heart forwards. Find that length in the spine. Open up that hip. Keep those toes and heels connected to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then come back up onto the hands. We're going to pull back now as we straighten that front leg. Stack the back hip above the back knee. Flex the toes back towards you on that front foot, and then reach nose towards toes, half splits. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. From here, inhale to come through, back onto the hands, and then take that left foot back, come into a kneeling position again, and this time, so shuffle the hands back underneath the shoulders, right foot is gonna come outside of that right hand. So we're gonna repeat all of that on the other side. So reach the heart forwards, pull back into the hip, feel that stretch in the leg, the hip, and maybe the inner thigh. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale again. And then this time we're going to reach forwards with the right hand, palm facing down. As you inhale, reach all the way forwards. As you exhale, sweep it all the way over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to sweep. So just 5, palm facing down, moving with your own breath. In your own time. This is probably your last one. And then reset, palm facing up, and really notice the change of where that stretch is now felt as you take 5 more sweeps with the palm facing up. Maybe one more. And then come back to center, reset. You might just want to shuffle those hands slightly further forwards. Now we're coming forwards into that kind of semi-lizard lunge, reaching the heart forwards, eye gaze forwards. Find that stretch in the hip flexor, maybe even push that knee out to the side. Keep those toes glued to the floor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. And then option to stay there or option to come down onto your forearms, wherever you need to be. Just make sure you keep looking forwards, eye gaze forwards, chest forwards. Keep reaching that heart in front of you. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then take the hands back underneath you. We're going to straighten that front leg, flex the toes back towards you, and stack that back hip above that back knee. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, nose towards toes, half splits. Take 2 deep breaths. And then inhale after that second one to come forwards into that lunge position. Step back to your down facing dog. Just take a moment there to pedal out the feet. Open up the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. And then also, if you want to, just soften the knees and pulse through those shoulders. Open up the chest, the thoracic spine. Just listen to your body, ask it what it needs. Move within your limits. When you're ready, just come back to your down facing dog position, and then we're going to inhale to roll forwards, drop the hips, look up, find cobra, and then melt the body down into a prone position on your mats. From here, take the hands slightly further out to the sides. We're going to do some cobra peels. So the hands are just slightly wider than shoulders, forehead to the floor, and think about rolling those shoulders back and down, pinching those shoulder blades together, and then inhaling as you lift the body away from the mat, finding that vertebrae by vertebrae stack, and then exhaling as you melt the body back down, finding that spinal wave. We're going to do 2 more of those. So reset, roll those shoulders back and down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to melt. Last one, reset, roll those shoulders back and down, pinch them together. Inhale to lift. Exhale to melt. From here, take the hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes and press up and back into your down facing dog position. Take a moment there to just pedal out through the feet, open up those calves, those hips, those hamstrings. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back into that lizard lunge. So right foot comes outside of right hand, drop the back knee to the floor, reach the heart forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then we're going to inhale as we lift up and over. You just might want to shuffle half a step back, grab a hold of that left foot with the right hand and bring that heel in towards the glute. Maybe pulse it a few times and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and then step back to your down facing dog. And we'll switch sides. So left foot comes outside of left hand, drop the back knee, reach the heart forwards, take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then reaching up and over, right hand comes back to right foot, pulse that heel in towards the glute just a few times, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, step back to your down facing dog, and we'll take another vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards, find your plank position. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra, and then this time exhale as we pull back to heart melting pose. So not quite as deep as puppy pose, not quite as shallow as child's pose. So you're pulling back into the hips as you're reaching your heart towards the floor. Maybe your chin hits the floor, or maybe your forehead hits the floor. Yogi's choice. Find that bend in the upper back. Think about opening up the chest, opening up the heart, opening up the shoulders. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes, press back into your down facing dog. And then we're going to walk the feet all the way in towards the hands, coming into our Uttanasana forward fold. So we're going to take a ragdoll variation. So soften the knees, draw the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, opposite hand to opposite elbow. And just enjoy a nice swing from side to side, maybe bounce up and down, or even stay still. Yogi's choice. And then just exhale as you release the hands to the floor. We're going to inhale as we come into our crouch position. So chest to knees, nose to knees, heels are lifted. Exhale as you push up and back into that forward fold, extending through the hamstrings. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to fold. So we're going to do 5 of these in total. You've just done 2. So 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Feel free to take your time in that forward fold. Really feel that stretch. And then we're going to take a big step back with the left foot into a low lunge. So dropping the back knee to the floor, reach the heart forwards. Really feel that stretch now in that left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift that back knee off the floor, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach nose towards toes. You're in pyramid pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that left hand to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Find your revolved triangle pose. Option to take this in side angle if you find this is too much on the legs. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that top hand. Reset as you inhale into that low lunge. We're going to do that more fluidly 3 more times. So inhale to reach forwards to that low lunge. Exhale to pull back to pyramid. And then inhale, revolve triangle or side angle, whichever you need to do. Exhale, release, reset. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pull back, pyramid pose. Inhale, revolve triangle. Exhale, reset. Last time through. So inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, revolve triangle pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, reset, step back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet and we'll take a vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards, high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, push back to down facing dog. From here, take the right leg high to the sky, bend at the knee, find your 3-leg down facing dog, scorpion variation. Play with that hip twist, open up that hip flexor, and then when you're ready, we're gonna come through into pigeon. So right knee, comes through to the front right corner of the mat. Find yourself in that nice level hip position, untuck the back toes, press into the ground, open up that hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, walk the hands forwards, melt the body over that front leg. And just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, step back to your down facing dog, and we're going to switch sides. So inhale as you lift the left leg high to the sky, swing the leg through, plant it between the hands, find your low lunge position. So reach the heart forwards, eye gaze forwards, open up that right hip flexor this time. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, 1 more deep breath all the way in. And as we exhale, we're going to pull up and back into pyramid pose. Take 2 deep breaths. Reaching that nose for your toes. And then finally, right hand stays grounded. Inhale to lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Revolve triangle. Again, option to do side angle if you'd rather come into that lunge. Go wherever your mobility allows you. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release that hand to the floor and reset. We're going to do 3 more of those. So moving again a little bit faster. So inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, revolve triangle. Exhale, reset. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, revolve triangle. Exhale, release, reset, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, revolve triangle. Exhale, release, step back to your down facing dog, pedal out the feet, and we'll take another vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards, high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to your down facing dog. So we're going to come into pigeon pose now on the left side. So finding your down facing dog, inhale as you lift the left leg high to the sky, bend at the knee, find that scorpion hip flexor stretch, play with it, figure out your flexibility and mobility in that area. And then when you're ready, exhale, swing that leg through, left knee comes through to the front left corner of the mat, untuck the back toes, press into the ground, find your nice level hip seated pigeon position. So option here, if you can't quite reach the floor with the sit bone and the hip bone to the heel, then don't worry, just use a block or hover wherever you need to be. As you exhale, you're going to walk the hands forwards, melt the body forwards over that front leg. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you walk the hands all the way back up. Finding yourself in that seated position, we're going to swivel that right leg around and over our left. We're going to come into half Lord of the Fishes. So option to keep the left leg exactly where it is. Right foot comes over the top and outside of that left knee. So you're finding yourself with both sit bones on the floor. If this isn't possible and you're a bit like this, then feel free to just extend that top leg. So wherever you need to, or that bottom leg, sorry. So find yourself wherever you need to be. You're then going to take the left elbow around the right knee. So you're twisting your tummy in towards the thigh. Inhale to lift, exhale as you twist and look over that shoulder. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. And then inhale as you unravel yourself. We're going to switch sides. So unravel the legs and switch over. So left leg goes over the top of that right knee. Right leg can either extend in front or come under you, sole facing upwards outside of the left hip. So set yourself up, find both sit bones on the floor, hook that right arm around that left knee. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale as you look over that left shoulder. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you unravel yourself. Unravel your legs and come back into a seated position on your mats. Legs are straight out in front of you. Flex the toes back towards you. Pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you fold forwards into a simple seated forward fold, reaching the chest towards the thighs, nose towards the toes. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up. Scoot the body down towards the heels. Coming onto your backs, you're going to come into a supine position. So walk the feet in towards the bum. Take the hands out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down. Sorry, Siri's joining in. Take the hands out wide in a T-shaped position. And then inhale to lift the feet off the floor. Find a 90-90 degree with your knees. Exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the left. Inhale as you twist and look towards the right. Keep those shoulders glued to the floor. Take 3 deep breaths. Option to press on the outer thigh or extend that top leg, or just let gravity do the work wherever you need to be. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then release that foot if you've taken that extension. Inhale to lift the knees and the head back to center. And then we're going to repeat on the other side. So dropping the knees as you exhale all the way over to the right. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look toward the left. Option to let gravity do the work. Press down on that outer thigh or extend that top leg, wherever you need to be. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then just slowly release the foot. Inhale as you bring the knees all the way back to center. Hug them in tight, rock from side to side. And then we're just going to take a few moments in a mini relaxation to finish. So just gently, whenever you're ready, release the legs to the floor, extend them out long. Relax the arms by your side, palms facing up, palms facing down. You might even want to close your eyes. And just to finish, we're going to take some time to pay attention to our breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In your own time, just take 3 deep inhales. And as you're inhaling, focus on drawing that breath all the way down into the base of the stomach first, and then layering up, layer by layer, all the way up through the rib cage, all the way up to your collarbone. And then exhale completely. And as you exhale, you might want to pretend you're blowing out through a straw and elongate the exhale so it's a bit longer than your inhale. And then you can either continue taking those deep breaths or you can return back to a normal rhythm. Keeping your attention still on the flow of that breath, notice how it fits within your body, how your body moves around that breath, where that breath reaches. And maybe just take a moment to check in with yourself, scan from head to toe. Notice how you're feeling, any aches, any niggles, or maybe just areas that feel a lot looser after your practice. A lot more relaxed. How relaxed are you feeling in this moment? Just take a couple more deep breaths for me. And then we'll begin to wake the body up. So start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Notice the sounds around you. Notice other sounds, not just my voice and the music of the class. Maybe notice the birds in the garden or rustlings going on in the house. And then you can make those movements bigger. Maybe take a big stretch. Maybe you want to hug your knees tight in towards your chest and rock from side to side. Just slowly wake the body back up. And then whenever you're ready, roll over onto the right side and come all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in the center of your mat. We'll take one final deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.